Okay guys, we're going to do what we call A. We're going to A through Z. A is going to be the drill where you put all three control positions together. And the objective is to close, establish front, side, or back control. So this drill is going to show you the transitions from front control, side control, back control, okay, from our trigger position. So as he puts his hands up, again, we're in an open stance. That means I'm mirroring his stance. And if we were to put a 2x4 across his legs and my legs, it would be the same direction, just like this. Okay, so first things first, he's going to give me some pressure, slow motion. I'll move this across, and as he is moving, I'm pulling this down, just like this. Okay, and then my head goes straight up into him. You get his head to go back, to go straight towards his head. Okay, moving this up, I'm stepping straight through into the solar plexus, okay, area, mid body area, and then from that's the front control position. I'm going to move my leg to the side control position. Okay, from there, then I'm going to reach over with the left hand over the back of his up to his shoulder area, and I'm going to step and go to the back position, into the seatbelt position. Now he can reach up and pull this arm down. Okay, pull. Okay, so what you want is the right over the left. Now pull the hand down. He can't pull my hand off, hence this way he can just peel that right off. Okay, so I want to be up in this area, just like this. And then from that position, keep your head nice and tight. Okay, all right, again, we'll do it from different angles. So come up a little closer. So I want to come in, 1, 2, and 3. You want to try to make this as seamless as possible. Right hand over left hand in the seatbelt position. Okay, so the key is while you're doing these positions, you want to affect his balance, affect his movement, and also create a bend. So it's based on controlling the 3 major bends of the body: the neck, the waist, and the knees. Okay, so I want to redirect. Go ahead and jab. 1 here, stepping here, and stepping to the back. Now pay particular attention, let's go over here, Alex, to the feet and how the feet are moving. Let's go this way. Good. So he throws the jab, I move it across. 1, step up. 2, okay, into side control. Step up with the left foot. Come around 3 and back control. Now one of the reasons that I keep the, I go ahead and throw a round punch. Okay, the reasons that I'm here for side control. Okay, let's pay particular attention to the legs. Here's the reason I put my leg in side control. If my foot was here, okay, he has more options to base out, step out in a left 4 stance. Okay, and that could be a problem. Okay, he could just drop. He could drop to his knee, and he could also drop to your right knee, and he could just throw me on down. Okay, with some sort of a jiu-jitsu or judo throw. When I have the leg here, go ahead and go down on the knee or complete the throw. You can't just complete the throw because I've disengaged his right leg. And that's why in the side control, my right leg is forward and not my left leg. My left leg's here. It'd be easy for him to drop down to the knee, okay, and just throw me on down. So a lot of times when people are in transition, go ahead, punch, and they're in transition. I've been in these positions here, and I can control him and control his movement laterally like this. Okay, and I haven't been thrown yet. However, a lot of people will do this. They'll go through punches, whatever, and then they'll get into side control here, where they put the legs together. This is an okay position, but this is really not an okay position because he's got too much. Grab the arm, okay, just drop your body weight. Okay, so when he drops his body weight, that's going to make it really hard. I have to push sideways. And in motion, it's going to be easy for him to throw me like that. So when you're doing front control to side control, right, go ahead and take a wider stance so I can just kind of enunciate the movement a little bit. So I move, then boom, I come into front control, come into side control. Now when he tries to go to throw, the only way go ahead and grab tight, now put your weight down. As he puts his weight down, I just push it back. It's easy for me to make that transition to back control seamless. Okay, so you have your 3 positions: the front control, the side control, and the back control. Okay, don't really worry about the holds and the grips yet. We're going to break that down later on. But the drill is called drill A, okay? Drill 1 is just kind of working the isolations, but this is going to be putting all the three controls together, the front, the side, and the back, so that you can seamlessly transfer from one to the other. So again, slow motion, open stance, keep your knees bent, pull this across the face and down, and then create the circle in motion. The head goes straight in, step straight in, okay, it's like this, step around into the side control position, step up and back with the back control, and make sure the right hand is over the left. And you want to practice this drill over and over and over, okay? Now here's what's important. Notice my position, in the position of his back. His back is bent, his knees are bent, his neck is bent. I've controlled all three bends effectively. And don't take for granted that these positions. Don't keep your head loose. One, he could just bang into the side of my head really hard with his head, okay? He could lean his head forward down just a little bit and then headbutt me to the back. So you want to keep your head, your chin down onto his shoulder like this, okay? So because he's bent, he can't create an isolation. So get a better position, Alex. So if he has a better position, first thing he wants to do is isolate this arm, okay? All right, and we're going to go into isolations on the for patron only post. You'll definitely want to tune in on that if you're not a patron. And I hope you consider being a patron, because there's a lot more information on here that that we're going to put on there that we don't have here. So that's drill A: front control, side control, back control, and the seamless transitions of each one. Just keep in mind the side control, the right leg is in front of the right leg. Okay. All right. So from the side control position, let's go here. So I'm in the side control position right here, and I want to transition to back control. There's two ways I can do it. I can move my body, or I can move his body. First one, he presses on the leg, and I can back up into like Nikawashitachi, which is like the cat stance essentially. So he pushes on the leg, I back up, and then I push down onto his knee, and that turns and rotates his body so I can get up into the back control position or back choke position. Okay, I can also do the seat belt from there. I just prefer to have some sort of controls. And instead of using the inside blade of my arm, I'm going to use the flat part of my arm for training purposes. I'm just going to hold into this position right here. Okay, I don't necessarily want to choke him when I'm working with him. So you can just kind of press right here, and it's enough for him to feel that you have that position. So one way is to, from front control here, go ahead and press, just move, and then rotate his body with that movement. You should practice this a lot as an isolation. He presses, I move back, I move forward, okay? Now when I take that another level or another step, if I rotate and come straight down, that's gonna bring him down another level. So for right now, just stay at the standing level and not the crouching level. So as he presses, 1, 2, I just move across and then go into this. He could catch my hand technically. Catch my hand, I'd go to the opposite side. Doesn't make any difference, okay? Press, he goes around, he catches, right? As he catches, it's just a matter of turning this more and rotating him more. Go ahead and catch my arm at the same time. You got to catch my arm while you're standing there. Sure. So when I'm here, he presses, go 1, 2, and he catches my arm. That doesn't mean anything. If I just create more pressure with my knee down, okay, I can still have the same control. Go ahead and pull my arm down. No. What's hard is that he's leaning back. So when I pressure into his head like this, no, pull the arm down.
No way.
Okay, so those little things make a difference. It's sort of keeping not just pressure on his back, but putting my shoulder, my head, and taking out all the space, and then just like leaning forward as I'm dropping my weight, okay? When a lot of guys are in positions such as side control, they're trying to, especially with taller people, they're trying to really muscle them down. But you don't really need to muscle them down. All you need to do is drop your weight. For instance, since I'm connected to him, my weight is his weight. So when I just drop, if I just hang right here, he's already tapping. It hurts. It's a bad deal. Okay. Another way when you're in these positions is to create a little turn. You could turn to the inside and then back to the outside as you're pressing the head. Okay. Then I could drop that weight down. It's a lot easier to get him to bend his knees when you're using your body weight rather than trying to use force and pulling him down. Something else to keep in mind when you're in front control, you know, I've seen a lot of guys go in there and hooking the inside leg like this and throwing them down, and they end up falling on top of the person. I don't ever recommend that. It's a bad deal. I've landed on punches, elbows, headbutt. I got hit in the teeth one time. I had a guy pull his knee up and hit me right in the groin when I landed on top. So I don't recommend those as throws. I call them true sacrifice throws because you're truly sacrificing a lot of pain to get into that position. And although you might win, you're giving up something to do that. Okay, so from front control, I can manipulate from side control, sorry. I can manipulate his body. He presses, I move back, I push down, and then I end up into the seatbelt position. Keep your head down forward and force his chin down to his chest at that point. Okay. That's one way to get to the back control. The second way to back control, right, is to step up with the left and around with the right. So I either move him or I move myself around him. Now I'm in the back control position. Make sure the right hand's over the left. Remind yourself, pull the hand down in one way, do something. Okay, you can usually get a hold of this. Generally, they're not going to keep it like their arms straight out there like that. Okay, and if they do, if I just want control of this arm but I can't reach it, I'm not going to try to reach out for his arm. I'm going to try to get him to bring his arm in by simply dropping the weight, and that'll bring his arm right up into you so that you can secure that. If his arm was out, for instance, grab this, Alex, he grabs my left arm, he pulls the arm out, that's okay too. You just simply back up about 2 inches, right, and say hi. And when you say hi, you can easily get a hold of that arm. So again, he locks it out. To bend that, it's just like inside block, but you're pulling this towards you like this, and then you're able to get a hold of that just like this. So you can bring it to the inside like this, which is easier for that person to get out of, or you can bring his elbow to the side like this and really press his head into your arm right here. Okay, and that's going to be really hard for him to escape that position. Go ahead and muscle out of that, Alex. Go ahead as best as you can. Okay, he's grabbing. Go, 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 go. Boom, and that's where we go into our rear naked chokes, okay? All right, that's the back control. That's the end of the recap. We'll see you as a patron, we hope. Thanks.